Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I am back for another Low Vision Spotlight game video. This time we are taking a look at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, the remaster. So I covered the 1 and 2 that came out a couple years ago, and the developer of that actually got shut down, and they wanted to make 3 and 4, but it didn't look like we were ever going to get that to happen. But now we got a new developer doing it, and it's pretty solid what I've played of it so far. So I'm glad that we got this, because Tony Hawk 3, I have so many fun memories of playing this in college, going, kind of sneaking into the classrooms at night, hooking it up to the projector, playing single player, multiplayer with my friends, and playing graffiti. So much fun, or even just in the dorms and stuff like that. So the thing to remember is, Tony Hawk 3, it used the regular gameplay of Tony Hawk 1 and 2. You have your 2-minute runs, you do your objectives, you have free skate, and that's kind of a thing. Tony Hawk 4, they switch things around the original into where you jump into a level and you don't really have a 2-minute timer. You're kind of in a free skate, but you would have characters in the world that you could skate up to and talk to, and then they would give you some of those objectives, and those are the ones then you would be timed to do certain tricks, or wreck something, or just do whatever objective it was. So purists are not going to be happy with the way they did 4, but I'm totally fine with it. Instead, they have the same levels, but they took the open world part and they kind of stripped that out. You have, I guess, some old objectives and some new objectives. And so they've just made the Tony Hawk 4 levels play in your traditional 2-minute formula. So I'm perfectly fine with that, because I loved 1 through 3. I rented 4. I remember renting it, and I just wasn't really. I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't doing it for me, and 4 is about where I kind of lost a little bit of interest in Tony Hawk. You had your underground games. You had, what was it, Project 8 or Wasteland, and some of those were cool. I would not mind having, even if they weren't, remastered, just having a collection of some of those open world games just for preservation's sake on modern systems. But I have the PC version here. You can play this on Game Pass, but I did buy it because it's Tony Hawk and I wanted to own it, and I wanted it on my Steam Deck. So we have career mode. One thing, we have Create a Park, which was always a fun thing. You've got multiplayer stuff here. I think you can do local and online. So the other thing that you'll hear right now, the music is kind of meh. Couple things about the music before we go in. I'm playing on streamer mode because copyrighted music, we can't, God forbid, it's part of a game. We can't show the vibe and whatever from for a game because it has licensed music. So we just got some generic tracks. And this isn't so bad. But the other thing about the soundtrack is, what did they say? I think it was like 20% or something of the original soundtrack actually made it into the game. And it's a bummer, because I remember, again, all those memories in college. Just, again, music has always been part of the Tony Hawk games, from the original demo and Superman. Tony Hawk 2 had a killer soundtrack. 3 had a great soundtrack. Some of those are here. You have your Ace of Spades. You have a few others. No Guttermouth, I'm Destroying the World. I remember really liking that one. They had Alien Ant Farm, Wish, that's not in here. I'm just remembering some of the rock ones. But again, there are a lot of songs in here. So you got some old, some new, and there's a lot of rock. Like, I'm more of a rock more than a hip hop person. I actually went in, you can customize the soundtrack. You can, sample and play them and then customize your playlist. And I have a couple that weren't too bad, but I got rid of a lot of the hip hop ones, and there's still a lot of like punk and rock and metal, that kind of a thing. So, enough of the preamble here. Let's get into it. So we have career mode, and I will say the menus in this have been pretty good. Like, just the way all the text is. You got the dark backgrounds, clear text. And if you got the collector's edition here, look at all the characters in here. We got like old characters, new characters. We got older versions of old characters. You can play as like old Tony Hawk and all this stuff. I mean, we literally have like, what is it? 1, 2, 3 rows, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn, son. Yeah, so there's tons of skaters you can play as. Or if you pre-ordered the collector's edition like I did, of course I'm going to play as the Doomslayer. The Doomslayer. I could play as the Revenant if I wanted. And somewhere, I think you have to unlock him, but apparently you can play as Michelangelo, the turtle. Yes, the turtle. I would like to be able to do that, but we are going to be the Slayer for now. And you see here we've got Tony Hawk 3 levels, Tony Hawk 4, and then you have free skate on the right. You have a vertical menu on the right here. Single session, speed run. I'm not quite sure what that does. And then you have, what are these? Okay, tutorials, movies. Okay, fair enough. So let's do some Tony Hawk 3. We'll do a little bit of the Foundry here. I've unlocked Canada, and we don't have. So you see, we have the objectives here, and it kind of will show you like there's a secret tape way up there. I got to get somehow. I still got to do the little lava bucket thing. I got to get skate, and we're dooming it. And you want to get high scores and combos. You do all that stuff. Okay, we got that. I think that was a skill point. I'm just kind of going for a score right now. I'm not really going for too many objectives. Sometimes they will have you do certain moves. Like you have to do a specific move, and that sucks because I don't know what all the moves are, and you have to look them up. Like I had to do, I forget what it was called. I had to do over the half pipe. I had to do, yeah, I was going to land that poorly. Doom, oh man, the Doom guy's skating. That's awesome. Again, it's been a long time since I've really played a lot of Tony Hawk, so I'm still getting my chi going here. I'm still... Okay, we do a grab. It's so weird skating to this sort of like public domain music. It's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, damn it! I was gonna do the transfer. I was gonna jump from this rail. Oh, okay, let me... Oh, we're losing speed. Transfer. There we go. I'm greedy and I want to keep a combo going, and then I fall because I lose my balance. Now, I should also mention, speaking of balance and things, there are some things I guess you could call accessibility features. Unfortunately, if you use them, they disable some of your, I think, achievements and stuff. So now that we're done, let's actually, we got our 2-minute round here. I didn't do any objectives, unfortunately. But here's our stats. So, you have things for like airtime and rail balance, lip tricks, all kinds of different things. And I'm trying to make, I've always been more of a street skater, more than a vert skater, more than the vertical ramp skater. That's just the way I've played. So I'm gonna make Doom guy here. Uh, he's gonna be doing the streets thing. Um, so we've got some. Let's see, we got some. Okay, THPS3, THP4. Oh, I think these are like achievement collectible things, and they unlock like this is where like you can, if you do these things, you will unlock new things. You can create a skater too. So where the hell? Oh yeah. I was gonna go under. So we have our options here. And under options, we have controls. You can customize those. Video options, sound options. Again, you can go in here. There's some volume sliders. I've got streaming mode on, unfortunately. Um, oh, and I will say it's funny because not only do I have the Doom Slayer, and I don't know if that would be licensed, if that will be on streamer mode, if it's okay. They do have some tracks. Like they have, I think it's Audrey. Is it Audrey Hodges? But they have a middle version of E1M1, and they have a couple of tunes from like Doom and Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal, and it's kind of rad. It's kind of weird skating as Doom Slayer to do the Doom soundtrack in a Tony Hawk game. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of great. But look at how large this text is. I mean, it's really clear. Highlights good. I love that, you know? Um, Gameplay options. So here we go. Let's look at some of this here. So you got an overall controller layout thing, controller vibration. Oh, okay. Wall plant controls. Teddy spin. View. So you can actually adjust the distance away. Like if you prefer a different camera angle, they've got some of that. I do more the traditional stuff here. Get your invert X and Y stuff. HUD. You can turn some of the UI and everything off. Screen special. Trick. Yeah, like all kinds of stuff. But I'm looking for something in particular. Ah. Account options. Yeah, okay. Gameplay mods and timer. This is the one. So if you go in here. Oh. Game mode. Where the hell was that at? Was it under? Oh, game mods. Okay, it was its own separate thing. Okay, I'm game mode. I misread that. Okay. So if you go under this menu, here is where you kind of have, they don't call it accessibility, but this is sort of where you have a lot of different things you can do. So you can do perfect rails, like you're grinding, perfect manuals. That's where you do down, up, or up, down, and you link your tricks together. Yeah, perfect manual, perfect lip tricks, perfect sketching. I'm not even sure. I don't remember what this controls are to sketch behind a vehicle. Always special. So any trick that you do, you're always doing special. And again, for especially people with mobility impairments, this could be really helpful because if you don't have the twitch skills, you know, like you don't have the twitch ability to do these commands really fast, because you really do. You have to watch your balance. You want to chain tricks together very quickly so you have time to land properly. No bails, so you'll always land. You can do that. Instant quick recovery, so instead of doing the bail animations. Game speed, you can actually turn it up or down, so I could make this even more ludicrously fast if I wanted. Now, timer length. This is one where I kind of wish that they didn't penalize you. Like, I get it because it's made to be a 2-minute thing. Um, but the remaster looks really good graphically. And again, here's kind of a thing where some of the in the original Tony Hawk 3, I didn't have too much of a problem. Like everything seemed to stand out fairly well, like the the letters or collectibles, those types of things. But now that you have a lot more realistic graphics, you have a lot more shadows and lighting and things. If you're trying to do an objective and it takes you a while to figure out where things are because you're just not seeing something, even if I upped it to, let's say, 5 minutes, because you can literally up this to an hour. You can literally set your timer to be an hour if you wanted to. And now again, that's going to take all of the challenge out. But again, maybe you have a mobility impairment. Maybe you're having trouble seeing certain aspects of the course. So there are accessibility reasons to where the timers, like, that could actually be a difficulty setting that would make progression in the game actually work for somebody. So you can adjust it, but again, you're going to be they give you a warning that if you do that, you'll lose out on some of your whatchamacallit, like achievements and stuff. And then you have double score. So it's kind of like a handicap for your scoring. It'll just give you double. It makes it easier to hit those Pro and 6 scores. So again, those are some enhancements, accessibility features that you can do. Let's do one more round of Foundry here. And there we go. I want to figure out how the hell... Oh, okay, I didn't want to land in that pool of lava. Or that whatever. I don't know how to get up there, because I swear it was easier to do in the other game, the original. But I have to dump this bucket, and I got to get way the hell up there somehow. No, I was too greedy. I should have jumped. I shouldn't have manualed into that last trick. That's my number one lesson, is I cannot be so greedy. Kills me every time. Ow. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this song just doesn't feel... This sounds like GTA menu music, honestly. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, I wonder if I can get the bucket from up here. Hold on. Oh, and then I jump off. See, you can't jump off your skateboard like you could in later games either. So yeah, I think I want to get up on one of those catwalks probably, and then jump up to where the bucket is. I just need a way to get up there again. But yeah, there were the valves that I had to turn on. I did that objective. Ooh, I think I got a score objective. Or something. You notice it almost sounds like not a hoverboard, but like a science fiction-y skate sound for my board. Ah. No! Oh, right, I bailed. I think I... Oh, okay. Alright, what did I complete? Alright, whatever. Let's do a new level. Let's do Canada. I remember this level was pretty fun. Alright, Canadian flag. Of course you have to be in snow and ice, because it's Canada. I feel so bad for Canada right now. Like, yeah, collect skate. Oh yeah. The guy that got his tongue stuck with a pole. Secret tape, that's way the hell up there. I don't even remember how to get all that. Ugh, not a good start. Oh, I gotta stop the bully too. Damn it. I'm trying to be cool and just... I don't have the stats to do all the things I'm trying to do. I gotta wait until... I can do that, but... Let's see. Go over by the... We gotta impress some dudes by the bowls here. Oh, come on. I was trying to do a revert. Ah! Fine, go over here. There we go. I was gonna land. Yeah, that tree... That tree, I need to basically, there's some snow on it. I need to dump it on the bully. I remember that. Oh, here we go. God, I'm not even getting any, like, basic score here. The bully. That was the thing that, like, the first two games didn't have other NPCs in the world. And that was one thing that I kind of liked about Tony Hawk 3. I remember there was, I forget what the level was. It was a suburban area, and there was a guy that was always trying to get his grill lit, and he was like, oh, not enough lighter fluid. It was pretty funny. I gotta at least get a score, right?
Nice skating there.
Okay. While I impress one of them, I think there's like, what, 2 or 3 more I gotta impress? I know one's in by the vert. Would you stop? Doomer. Ow. Okay. I'm so rusty with my vert skills. Gross, he says. Oh, I think I got to do something with that ramp. I think there's a certain trick I have to do for that. Duh, greedy again. I shouldn't have done that last trick. I don't have the stats for it yet. Oh, they don't do... I'm kind of sad that they seem to redo the voice acting. Because I remember they always had the... they sounded a lot more stereotypical Canadian, and they would always go, eh? It was funny. Yeah, they have totally different voice acting. That's a bummer. That's a bummer, because I remember we were laughing at that. I mean, they weren't mean about... I knew that was going to end badly. So if I jump... I go up here... Oh, I don't know how... I got to get up super high. There's some stuff way back here. Like, the tape is way back... You got to go up on some higher ramps and shit. I almost wish... Kind of like Halo Master Chief Collection. I wish that you could toggle between old and new graphics. Because again, with, you know, I remember the way the old games looked, and it was just by the nature of what they could do with, you know, the lighting and the textures. Like the levels, everything feels great. But for me personally, being low vision, some of the things are a little bit harder to stand out. Whereas in the older games, just... Again, the way that the graphics were, it seemed a little bit more high contrast type of a deal. Let's go... So if I do... Can I... Okay, I have to actually exit. So if I want to go to Tony Hawk 4 levels... I've only very briefly looked at the first level here. This is kind of like a college type of thing here, but again. So we got a bunch of our objectives here. And I do like that they show you, they kind of pan around the, there's your skate. I'll just blame the music. I'm like, yeah, that's it. It's the music, man. I'm not feeling my vibe right now. It's kind of just, it's too generic. Like, this song kind of puts me to sleep. Ugh. And I am just stinking up the place here. I promise, I used to be really good at this game. Or at Tony Hawk. I used to be able to get, like, most of the objectives in one run on a lot of the courses in Tony Hawk 3. Okay, there we go. That was a decent score. Combo. Oh, this one's got a little more life to it. No! I was just about to jump off. Instead I frickin' bailed again. Oh, dang it. Okay. Oop. Oh, that was bad. I knew that was going to end badly. It's so funny seeing the modern Doom guy. So funny seeing him as a skater. But I'm kind of digging it though. Okay, get on the roof. Yep. Oh, okay, there we go. Yes. Oh, I think I gotta knock those guys down, I think. Okay. So I figured out where I need to go for that objective. I'm just getting the lay of the land in this level because I do not know the Tony Hawk 4 levels at all compared to 3. Okay. At least I got a combo. Wow, I still didn't even make the score. Okay, I already had so I had the high score. I need the pro score, the 6 score, high combo. Again, I got to do skate. How do I do a boneless? I think that's up and... Is it up and Y? I'd have to look up that move. See, that's the thing, is you have to do these certain moves that they want you to do. And I don't remember what they are, especially it's been years since I've played this, that I don't remember. We'll do one more run. I mean, there's not a lot else to say. I really wanted to show you guys the... Shit. I wanted to show you those new features, like the balance and rails and lip tricks, those types of things. So if you need some of those assists, they're not punishing you by blocking progress, but again, you're just not going to be able to earn some of the whatchamacallits. You're not able to earn like the achievements and stuff. No, I jumped, you fool. What's over here? Okay, that's just the border. Okay, fair enough. Little nose grind. Okay, what do we got down here? I just remember everything looking like a lot more clean. Like now that's, oh geez, it's a lot more grungy looking in a way. Well, I mean, it sort of fits, but again, with all the shadows and the lighting, it's a little bit harder to see certain details for me. Okay, some fireworks thing that I did. What? No, damn it! I want to go back there. Can I get? Is there a rail I can grind to get? Okay, we can go back up here. Let's see what. Okay, we got a ramp. Yeah. Are you now? Okay, there we go. Alley-oop. Ah, rough. Okay. So, I mean, I showed you a couple levels. Granted, I really didn't do super well. But again, getting back into the vibe of things, I will absolutely be playing more of this. I think this will probably run pretty well on my Steam Deck, so I could see playing this in handheld mode. Wouldn't even mind having this. I could wait until it goes on sale and pick up a copy on my Switch too. But that is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. It is available pretty much on any modern platform you want to play it on. And it is also on Game Pass. So if you want, if this game is accessible enough for you to play it, check it out on Game Pass. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. You can follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, Blue Sky at Illegally Cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.